Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Saif's vlog. And yeah, we had a very good week to say the least. He pulls stuff like 8 and 9 reps on some of this stuff on his 95% training max week. So we are taking his bench and his deadlift way up next block. Because again, people have asked that. They're like, well, why did you start his bench so low? I'm like, because he wasn't bench pressing. He doesn't bench, and he wants to get good at the bench. Same thing with his deadlift. He's been a sumo deadlifter all this time, and I'm like, look, you're built to conventional. Let's get your conventional up. And, and they're just climbing. But, that's the thing. People look at what he's doing with the bench and like, his technique is so smooth. What do you mean he's new to benching? All right, guys, life isn't fair. Guess what? Kinesthetic IQ is a real thing. Okay, it is part of one of the 13 attributes of how we measure human intelligence. They're genetic. Okay, you're more or less, to a large extent, not entirely, born with those things. He has a very high kinesthetic awareness and kinesthetic IQ. Movement. Learning movement comes natural to people like him. It just does. And and it really, really shows. So again, this is why people say, man, the guy just gets jacked. He's big, Granted, he's not ripped, but, we've been cutting down. He's trimming down right now. And it didn't take him that much time to put on that size. It's the same thing because he moves well. And people who can move well can recruit muscle fibers well. It just is what it is. But the bench day went extremely well, obviously. Went extremely well. So what else do we do on bench day? We do volume benching, which he did. He does one-arm dumbbell rows right now. We do some band press downs. And we've gone over to, after this week, because he gets a little bit of tendonitis, we're just doing nothing but band work for his arms. Because he's got big arms. His arms grow. We need to get his back and his chest and everything caught up to that. So we care about the big movements. And so we're just doing band work, which will make these things grow, right? We do band press downs. He supersets them here just to cut time, right? And, this is what we do for triceps. Same thing with the curls. He does banded curls. Although I had a problem with the files not loading, so they're not going to be in the vlog this week. But that's what we're doing now, because again, leaving the barbell gives him a little tendonitis. And this is a guy his arms grow really well, but he gets tendonitis easy in his tendons. That's what I told him. Let's just stick with band work. Your arms are big. Your arms are big. They'll probably keep growing just from the rowing, pressing, and band work. If I'm going to be honest. So we're just going to run with it. We're going to run with it. And we'll work on all getting that benching up, getting those rows up. Squats went great. I don't think he got less than 5 reps on any of his 95% training maxes. Yeah. So he got 8 on the bench, 5 on the safety bar squats, 5 on his overhead press, 9 on the deadlift. And he's like, I just felt left reps in reserve on the deadlift, because, we're not wanting me to take it all out, but it just starts getting to be a lot of reps. He goes, but I knew I had multiple reps left. Same on that bench. He got 8 reps. We've just been on this new training max. His bench is just climbing. Again, this is at 95% training max. So he's going to be benching a lot real quick. We're benching a lot real quick. So then what are we doing here? Well, we do back off work. We do that set, and then we do 5x10 with his safety bar. Okay, and then we do belt squats. He got a belt squat machine. All right, he got a belt squat machine. So it's been one of those phases where he's just like, I'm getting some more equipment. I need some more stuff. And we'll use a lot of it. He's got all those bars back there. Some of that stuff may eventually come into play more. We've got them. We'll eventually use them. See, he's got that axle bar back there. Got that multi-grip bar. Buffalo bar. All right, he's got some stuff there. He's got equipment. But we've got the belt squat, right? He bought the same one I have too. About the same one I have. You know, it works. I love it. I'm trying to think how many clients have this one right now. I know one of my guys who doesn't vlog has it for sure. I know I've got him with one. I'm trying to think of this exact model. I have multiple people with belt squats. We know Brett has one. Now Saif has one. Louis and Emma are talking about getting one. All right, that'll be interesting. Have them get a belt squat. You know, have them get it. All right. And so then we do, sets of 10 on the belt squat. And then we have his overhead press day. Same thing, came in and got 5 reps. Got 5 reps. And you guys can tell he's not using a lightweight here. This isn't just 130 pounds, 135 pounds anymore. We've got quite a bit of change plates on there. So, again, the press, stupid strong at it. It's real strong. We'll be repping 2 plates a side on his press eventually. It'll happen. Right? It's going to happen. So, got his 5, which means the training max has to go up. This is a 1+ week. As long as we get at least 1 rep, we're happy. Getting 5 there. And didn't fail. Now, what people do need to note, though, he's very, very fast lifter. You may not get any warning before he fails. You may not get any warning. But yeah, guy's just on fire this week. Of course, he's really beat up. We talked about he's like, I am just beaten into the ground. So what we're doing is, because this is what we always do for him, we train hard for 3 weeks because he has a physically demanding job on top of this. So we train hard for 3 weeks and then we deload. Right? We train hard for 3 weeks and then we deload. And that's how we do it with him. All right. So press day. You do some rows after pressing. Have him do some band curls. Like I said, we didn't get those on camera. And we pretty much called it a day. But yeah, he had to deload after this. He's going to have to deload. He gets beat up. Again, guy gets strong quickly, gains muscle quickly, has a very physically demanding job. So the 4 days a week, when we're pushing him like this for 4 days a week, he's got to deload. And he was hurting himself. That's why he hired me originally too, was, he was getting injured all the time. He's like, I make 2 months of progress and then I get hurt and have to take a month off from training, right? 2 months of progress and get hurt. And he's like been in this cycle a little while. And so again, understanding the recovery needs of the individual. And that's most of what my coaching is, guys. A whole lot of it. It's fatigue management. People have said, how come you can take something like this? You put people on conjugate. Now, conjugate, I do a lot of detailed programming. They're like, you run pretty much 5-3-1 type templates. And people are paying you for that. Yeah, but what they're getting is form coaching. They're getting fatigue management. They're getting me keeping their head straight. Because you'd be surprised how many people can't even run those cookie cutter programs. They just get hurt. And I don't necessarily leave them on that forever, right? A lot of these people I will take over to other types of programming over time. I have a lot of people who run conjugate right now. Again, I have quite a few people who actually have a lot of people who do a 3-day-a-week squat, bench, deadlift. A lot of them are not doing these 5-3-1 type waves either. A lot of them I'm having to do training maxes. Some of them do 3-2-1 type stuff. Some of them we just program a single with a set weight. I give them a single. But he's got a 45-degree hyper that's on its way. It's late. So I had him finish up with we did some banded pull-throughs until it gets here. And then we should have it next week for the next vlog. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.